Hi there, welcome back to the Roundtable. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm your host, Stephen, and today I'll be talking about one of my favorite bands growing up as a child was Honeymoon Suite. If you were born in Montreal and you were in the 80s listening to the music scene, we had bands, obviously Rush was the biggest one, Triumph, Helix, Platinum Blonde, Glass Tiger, and then Honeymoon Suite, who were and one of those bands who were destined, they said, to be international stars. They had the look, they had the songs they could play, they had it all going for them. Known for songs like New Girl Now, Stay in the Light, Wave Babies, What Does It Take, Feel It Again, Lethal Weapon, that was on the Lethal Weapon soundtrack. They had songs on Bones. These guys, I don't know what happened, didn't make it as big as they should have. They're still huge here. Um, Always was a fan, love them, have all their albums. Still think that their second album, The Big Prize, is one of the best sounding albums I've ever heard in my lifetime. Check it out if you can. But for this one, I've been looking forward to this. When I first heard Tell Me What You Want in 2019, didn't realize they were just testing the waters for this album and see how they're going to fit in the musical landscape. But listening to this album, it's a timeless album. It's melodic rock. No doubt it sounds recognizably like Honeymoon Suite, but yet it sounds new and fresh. So it is a timeless release, in my opinion. The songs are great. I didn't like originally the title track as a single, but in the context of the album, beautiful way to start the album. It's a charge, it's a call to arms that these guys are indeed alive, and it shows. The playing, the writing, the singing, everything is impeccable. Love it. Find What You're Looking For was their first hit in 30 years here in Canada, but it's a great melodic rocker. Done Doing Me is a great sleazy rocker, something I could picture Aerosmith doing. Tell Me What You Want, the original first single, love that song. A modern melodic rocker. Love Comes is a beautiful, beautiful ballad. If it was released in the 80s, it would have given Def Leppard Love Bites a run for its money for sure. The album ends with Doesn't Feel Like That, a great introspective ballad. An interesting choice to end the album, but it works phenomenally. This album here, sorry about that. On this release, they remixed or redid two of their biggest hits here. Love Changes Everything and New Girl Now. They're placed as bonus tracks. Overall, like I said, this is a timeless album. Instantly, you know it's Honeymoon Suite when you hear it, but it sounds fresh and new. So, like I said, a timeless rock album. You will not be disappointed. If you had their first or listened to their first two albums growing up, this would have been a great third or fourth release from them. This would have pushed them over the top again, which they should have been. These guys should have been internationally known. They had so many guys pushing them. They had, I think, Bruce Fairbairn, Bob Rock behind the boards, Ted Templeman from Van Halen. These guys had everything going for them. Like I said, they had the look, they had the chops, they had the songs. These guys should have been up there with, they could have been giving Bon Jovi a run for his money. And like I said, their second album, The Big Prize, is one of the best sounding albums you will ever hear in your life. It is a melodic rock masterpiece in my opinion. And here we are. This is another great release. After 40 years that these guys can release something this good is a testament to their talent. So if you grew up in Montreal or in Canada in general, if you've ever been a fan of Honeymoon Suite, I urge you to pick this up or listen to it. It deserves to be heard. This is rock and roll at its finest. Timeless, timeless music by a timeless band that deserved so much more. Hopefully they get a second chance with this one. This is Steven with my thoughts on Alive, the latest album from Honeymoon Suite.